Last summer, my husband and I started landscaping our back garden. It's quite wide and sloped in a few places, so we decided to divide it into 3 different areas. We managed to finish the play space for the boys and a small area for growing veg, and then the weather turned and everything got left in the greenhouse. So the first thing I needed to do was clear a path and a shelf for my first seedlings. I really wanted to try growing cut flowers this year, which is completely new to me. I've done a little bit of research and picked a few varieties that I'm excited about, like this larkspur. I'm not going to sow the whole packet yet because it technically says to wait until February, but I've seen other gardeners start them earlier, so I thought I'd give it a try and see what happens. This soil is from last year, so it's really dry, but I hope it'll be okay if I just give it plenty of water. It was really cold outside, but the boys were able to play nearby while I was planting, so that was nice. And we all definitely needed warming up afterwards. After that, I moved on to the seeds that can be started indoors on a windowsill. I'm trying onions, tomatoes, and a few more cut flowers. I've grown tomatoes before, but everything else is completely new to me, so I'm mostly just following the instructions and hoping for the best. I made all my labels by cutting up an old yogurt pot and used a permanent marker to write on them. I picked this rhubarb up from the supermarket. It was much cheaper than I expected, so I thought I'd give it a go. Rhubarb is apparently a very hungry plant, so I'm adding in plenty of rotted manure before planting. I decided to put the rhubarb in the front garden, partly because the leaves are poisonous to animals, and partly because I love the idea of those pink stems fitting in with the pinks and purples I planted last year. The rain washed some of the soil away from these pots of bulbs I planted last year, so I'm just topping them up and adding a bit of grit to protect them. The boys helped sow some of these seeds, so we've kept them here next to where they play so they can check on them each day. I've grown a few things before, but I think the excitement's really taken hold this year because I've definitely bought more seeds than I can realistically handle. But I'm just going to go for it and hopefully learn a lot along the way. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!